Welcome back to the Parklane Pioneer Podcast, and today is a very exciting episode. First of all, I would like to introduce a new face to the podcast family. This is Sissy James, and she is our new co-host. She replaced Ketch, and Ketch is still here with us, but he wanted to be more behind the camera. I mean, he was great, but just he's more comfortable behind the camera. So Sissy is a little bit like me. She's a very extroverted person, very loud person, so she's gonna be my co-host as we go on with the Parklane Pioneer Pod. So, Sissy, are you excited to be here?
I'm so excited.
I'm excited for her, and I'm excited for what we have in store today. Today, this segment is all about creativity. And being very creative people ourselves, we're going to draw each other at the end, but while we do our guest, we're going to draw them, and they're going to draw us. It's going to be really great. It's going to be really funny. So, we have two guests today, and I think that's all for the intro, so we can just segue into the guests now. So let's go ahead and do that.
Okay, welcome back to the Pioneer Pod. Start by introducing yourself and telling us your name and your grade.
I'm Brody Walsh, and I'm a junior.
Okay, well, I hear that you play some instruments.
I do. I play guitar and bass guitar.
Okay, well, today we're harping on our creativity theme, and we're going to be drawing each other. Is that okay?
It is.
Okay. So, when did you get interested in music, and what made you want to start playing?
I was about 13 years old, and my church praise band needed a bass player, and my brother already started playing guitar, so I figured I would pick it up and wouldn't be that hard, and just over the years I got into it, and that's how me and my brother got close, and just over the years I just really started to get into it. And
Well, how did you start to learn your instrument and develop your skills?
I had to teach myself. My brother and a couple of his friends helped me out. They have since graduated, but I spent most of my time watching YouTube and reading some books on how to do it.
Well, what kind of music do you enjoy playing the most?
I like a lot of 80s and 90s music. Like Metallica, Tool, Pantera, a lot of 90s thrash metal, that's my favorite. Or 90s grunge, I like that too, Nirvana.
Where do you find inspiration for practicing and performing?
I'll just be listening to music in my room, and I'll hear something that'll just catch my ear, and I'll think, man, I really want to learn that. So I'll spend the next, hour watching YouTube videos and trying to figure out how to play it, and talking with some friends, asking them how they play it, what they would recommend. That's usually how I find my inspiration.
Is there a musical goal or dream that you have for the future?
My goals for the future are to try and start a band back by the end of this year, and just try and get with some people who enjoy and love music as much as I do, and just, play music.
Well, I hear you were a part of Nirvana. You want to tell me about that?
Yeah, so it was my 8th grade year. Cliff McGee, Brennan Scoggins, and my brother Brian Walsh all decided that we should start a band just to play around and have fun, and then that ended up turning into us playing at pep rallies and going to Cliff's house on weekends just to get together and play music that we all enjoyed, because we all enjoyed the music, but we didn't have anyone to play it with. So just over time we all developed a really close friendship with each other, and it was great.
Okay, so tell me about your church's praise band.
I've been playing for my praise band for about 4 or 5 years now. I started, like I said, playing bass, but my brother, who moved up, is now a youth pastor at another church. I ended up filling in his spot, and I play lead guitar for the praise band now.
Oh, impressive. Okay, so we finished our interview. It was really nice learning more about how you got into playing your instrument and all the things. So, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
It was. It was so hard to keep a straight face drawing.
I have a single curl on my head.
Oh my god.
Oh,
She said. Oh my god.
well, that's all. That's all for this. That's all for this episode.
For this segment.
That's all for this segment. Okay, that's all for this segment. Now on to the next guest.
Hello, everyone, and we're back. This time we have Kenadie Harrington, our second guest, and it'll be kind of like the last segment where we draw each other while we talk about some questions. And you can go ahead and tell us what grade you're in.
I am Kenadie Harrington, and I'm a sophomore here.
Good. So you're in the 10th grade.
Yes.
And do you like all your classes this year?
I do. I love all my classes.
10th grade was a little rough for us, but I mean, it's the 10th grade slum. But anyway, so you can go ahead and start picking up your markers, and we can go ahead and start. Okay. When did you first get interested in your cake decorating? I know you're a cake decorator.
Yes. So whenever I was in 6th grade, I don't know. I've always baked with my grandmother. We always used to bake together, and we would make all kinds of things. And one day I just decided that I would think it would be really fun to make ones that are actually like decorated and stuff and be able to sell them.
Oh, okay, that's great. So you started with your grandmother, you said?
Yes, I did.
That's great. So she kind of taught you everything you know about
Basically,
decorating
yes, she
and cake
did.
making. And yeah, I'm sure you don't decorate box cakes. Do y'all make them by scratch?
So actually, we do use box cakes part of the time.
Nothing wrong with that.
However, we
rather a
do
box cake.
change a lot of the thing. We
Right.
only use the basic like flour mixture,
Okay.
and then everything else we change.
That's great. So when did you discover that you were, you answered the question about how you started, but when did you really say, this is my niche, like I'm really good at this? When was that? Do you remember when that was?
Okay, the summer after my 6th grade year, I kind of spent that entire summer just making cakes. Like I stayed with my grandmother during the summer too, and so I would probably make like 1 or 2 cakes a week, and we would just decorate them together, and yeah.
Okay, that's great. So where do you usually get your inspiration for your cake designs, or do they all come from your brain, or do you have inspiration?
Some of them do. A lot of the times I'll look on Pinterest, or if
Pinterest is
whoever
great.
I'm making the cake for, like a lot of the times I'll get a picture sent to me of what the customer wants, depending
right.
on like party theme and stuff. But some of the time I just have a design and I just think it would be really fun to do, and so I just do it.
So when you start a cake, do you plan it out ahead of time, or do you create as you go, kind of like a play by ear?
I kind of just go with the flow and just kind of see what I can do for each kind of
That's how I would be. Which I
like
mean,
sometimes I have a specific idea of what I want to do, but a lot of the time I'm just kind of going with the flow and seeing whatever I think would look best for the cake.
Okay. What is the most valuable and like life lesson of cake decorating that you've learned so far? Or do you have one?
Well, honestly, it's not even about the cake decorating. I get to spend a lot of time with my grandmother, and
that's
we are
great.
very, very close. And honestly, both of my grandmothers, I bake with both of them. But getting to spend time with her, and a lot of the time she helps me out. So she'll like work on one thing while I work on the other, and we just do it all together. And so that's been the best part of it.
That's great. Everybody loves to spend an extra bit of time with their grandparents. Do you have a cake that you've been really wanting to decorate, or like something that's been like, oh, I wish I could do this, or not wish I could do that, or like a cake that you really, I guess what I'm trying to say is really want to like, oh, I've always wanted to decorate this cake and someday I'm going to do it. Do you have one of those?
Actually, I'm going to be able to do it next week. It's like the vintage, it's called like a vintage heart cake, but it's like a heart-shaped cake, and it's a couple layers, and then it's got a bunch of like ruffles and flowers and bows. Anyway, I just think it's very, very pretty.
That's great. So where did you discover this heart cake, or did you?
I was watching a lot of videos. We're doing like a little Valentine party, and so I've just been watching a lot of videos on like things to decorate and stuff for that. And that was one of the things that came across. So I'm going to be able to make it for next week, actually.
Oh, that's great. That is really great. So I guess you saw it on like TikTok? Or
Yes, I
like,
did.
Okay.
Instagram.
Instagram, TikTok, all the things.
Yes.
I need a yellow. Okay. How's your drawing coming?
It's great.
Mine's going great as well.
Yes.
So do you have a particular project that you are working on right now, like as we're speaking? A customer that has ordered something or?
Not right this second.
Okay.
A lot of the time during the school year, I'm only able to really bake on holidays.
Right.
Or like if somebody has to reach out in enough time for me to be able to do it. Like I don't get to just make whatever I want during the school year. I don't really do that.
Right, because you're probably busy. I mean,
yes.
I'm sure. So other than cake decorating, I'm going to stray from the path a little bit. What are your like after school things that you do or like extracurricular stuff?
I am a dazzler here
Okay,
at
yes, I knew
Parklane
that.
Academy. And then I also am in my youth praise band and Bible drill and youth choir. And then I'm in the Macomb Garden Club as well as the Parklane Garden Girls, or Garden Club here too.
Okay, that's great.
Yes.
And we actually share an activity together.
Oh, we do.
And it's Pioneer Sound.
Yes.
And can you talk a little bit about that?
I love Pioneer Sound. I've
Me
been
as well.
in Pioneer Sound for, this is my 4th year.
Okay.
And the first year that I was in it is the year that Miss Clark came. So we've had a great time, and I love each and every person in there. We just have a great time in there.
That's great. And you're an alto.
Yes, I am.
And that means, for the people out there who don't know what an alto is, I'll explain it. An alto are the ones who sing the harmony, and the sopranos are the ones who sing the melody, and then the tenors and basses are the men. And so that's just a little bit about altos. I know that your mother sings.
She does.
And she has a phenomenal voice.
Yes.
Our moms actually did a
Yes,
duet
they
one
do.
time. And I first heard your mother sing. I first heard your mother sing at the I guess it's the Holiday Inn. I was really, really little. They were doing karaoke.
Probably so.
And she sang a country duet with my mother.
Oh,
and
really?
It was very, very good. And that's back when I didn't really sing, but she has a phenomenal voice.
Yes, she
Well, do you
does.
think I'm just about ready to wrap my
I think I
drawing
am
up?
too.
I'm gonna go ahead and sign mine.
I think I'm going to too.
I don't know how. Oh God. A little scared for you to see this.
It's okay.
You have been a phenomenal guest, Kenadie,
Thank
and
you.
I loved hearing about your cake decorating. And I hope that you one day open a cake decorating store
Thank you.
wherever you go off to. And okay, so let's go ahead and show our drawings. 1, 2, 3. Well, I think you kind of look like a Roblox character. This is nothing
little bit.
personal. I mean,
I know, it's beautiful.
you are very pretty, Kenadie, but this is not
Thank
doing you any justice. I'm so thank you very much for being here today.
Of course.
And we will go on to our next segment.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you, Kenadie. Well, Sissy, I think you will agree that everyone else has had a great time drawing each other, but now it is our turn, and I'm excited for this. Are you?
I'm scared. I'm really scared.
I'm a little excited and scared, a little mixed emotions here. So let's just go ahead and do it. So I want to start by talking about what we do here at Parklane, and since obviously we've said it a million times, this episode's about creativity. So what are your creative aspects of your life, Sissy?
So, I guess it started when I was little. You know, I've always had like a little kick for drawing and painting, and
Right.
I used to actually have a business where I painted people's pets, painted portraits of them, not painted them. But that was always really fun for me, and from then on it just kind of built on. I don't know, I used to make my own like dolls sometimes, like out of paper, and I always painted and stuff, and I don't know where I'm going with this.
Yeah, but I mean, you you saw that you had a flair for, artistic things, and that's kind of how I was. I'll kind of tell you a little bit about me.
Yes, go ahead.
I was always an artistic person. I always sang, I acted. I knew that I was definitely special and had a gift for like the arts, and as far as plays, and I didn't really start singing until I was about 9 or 10. I sang the Star Spangled Banner for the first time in my church for I think it was around the 20th anniversary of 9/11 or something, or not maybe 20th. I'd say it was an anniversary of 9/11. It doesn't matter, but it was 9/11, and I sang the national anthem for a respect ceremony at my church, and so that's kind of really how I got into singing, and choir, and musicals.
Well, speaking of singing and choir and musicals, you're actually the one that got me into Pioneer Sound.
That's right.
In the first place.
That's true. I told Sissy, I was like, she's got a gift, and she was like, oh no.
I was like, I really don't.
I don't want to be in. But she has a great voice. She's also, like Kenadie said, she's part of the alto group, and I'll just go ahead and tell you, I'm a tenor. I'm a very loud tenor. And Sissy, do you enjoy Pioneer Sound?
I love it. I
love it too. I love choir. I love singing.
Me too. I didn't think I ever would. You know, I always wanted to sing, but I knew that I thought that I didn't have any sort of talent. I felt like I was always faking it, that I just wasn't as good as anybody else. But I mean, you've continued supporting me through that, and even through Parklane Players, which I am in now.
Yes.
I've been a part of, hold on, sorry.
It's okay.
I've been a part of the crew since actually 7th grade when we did The Wizard of Oz.
Right, yes.
Scarecrow. And, I've been a part of the crew since, but in 9th grade I actually started acting, and I love it. Had so much fun.
As Sissy said, my first ever musical, my first ever show was The Wizard of Oz. I was a 7th grader. I was the Scarecrow, and I recently learned, I was talking to Miss White, who was our former Parklane Players director, and she was an English teacher here for many years. I learned from her that, not to toot my own horn, but I was the first 7th grader who ever got a lead. And in doing that, I felt special, of course, but I felt that I kind of really made it, or like this was my thing. The Wizard of Oz told me that this was my thing, and it was kind of a surreal experience because The Wizard of Oz is my favorite movie, and it was like I got a chance to be in it. It was great. So, Sissy, I think I'm just about ready.
Well, just give me a second.
To turn these clipboards around and show you what I've got.
I'm a little nervous.
I'm a little nervous too, but with Kenadie and Brody, I think
it can't get any worse.
I don't think it can get any worse either. I think this has been a great segment today.
Yeah, I've had a lot of fun with this.
I've had a lot of
This is
fun.
Not proving my artistic ability at all,
And,
but that's okay.
Say a big, huge thank you to Miss Willis. This was her idea.
Yes.
While we draw each other.
Thank you, Miss Willis.
Thank you, Miss Willis. She's our fabulous director and teacher. And we love her.
I'm almost there. Hold on.
I just can't stop laughing at this. I'm finished.
Well, I'm just coloring your shirt. Okay, I think I'm ready.
Oh, wait. We need to sign it.
Oh, we do. Can I sign it? Blue. I'm doing blue. Actually, I'll do red. That's your favorite.
Oh, yes, that is my favorite.
Well, I'm actually going to put your name. Okay.
Sissy. All right. 3, 2, 1. All right, guys.
Look, I got the hair on your legs and everything.
I love it. I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna cherish it. I think it really looks like me.
I think. Yeah.
So, as always, thank you so much for watching, and this has been a great segment. I hope you all tune in when this is released. And as always,
Onward.
Parklane.